Hey guys, it's Delval. We're going to be continuing the War Master Achievement Guide. This time we're going to be covering Forbbiden Forest, which includes from the first time that you meet Orin, all the way up until the Nexus of Vigil. I've also included a few items that are after that count as Ashborne Caverns, but weren't accessible until now. So the first collectible, right where you first meet Orin at the very beginning of the Forbbiden Forest, we'll use as our guide. You're going to run straight through. You'll need to go through this door, which requires a Gemini protocol to enter, and on the right hand side of the obelisk you'll find your collectible. Next collectible we're going to be going for, we're going to use the exact same guide, exact same position, except this time rather than going through the door that requires a Gemini protocol, just to the left of it instead, you'll find your point of interest. Next up you're going to go to the second obelisk, I call it. I believe it's called Overgrowth. And once you're at it, you're going to go back right as if you're following the path correctly, but instead go to the right a little bit, and just underneath the path you came across will be your memorial. Next collectible, you're going to continue along the path normally, and once you cross this bridge, just before you reach the second position where you meet Orin, go to the right rather than the left, and below the tree you'll find your collectible. Next one we're going to be going for, we're going to use the last Mearstone that we collected as our guide. So go around where the Mearstone was, drop down from the bridge, go to the left by the shrine, and just on the right hand side of it, hiding in the corner, will be your collectible. Next up, you're going to go to where you would meet Orin for the third time, where you have to drop down and rescue him from the ambush. If you've done that event, or if you've missed it, or you've just not found it, go to the hole, turn round, and the gates will be open. Before going through the hole in the wall on the right hand side behind the column will be your collectible. After that, you're going to go to the 30 Serum Decree door, go down the stairs on the left of it, and go into the giant overturned tree and through the hollow log. Follow it right to the very end, and just before you drop out of it, on the left hand side, you'll find your Forlorn collectible. Next, you're going to be using the Obelisk Temple Grounds as our guide. You're going to go to the left, up the hill, past the stairs, and inside this little ruin there'll be a door on the right you can open. Now in order to open this you will need to have completed Narrow's questline, which we do have a video on, so you can check that out if you want to find that out. Once you go inside, on the right hand side by the chests will be your collectible. Next up we're going to use where we just entered, that door, as our guide. So you're going to go this time past the door, go all the way to the left hand side at this Y junction until you see Cinderwood Gate, run all the way to it, and as you can see from here, sitting just in front of it will be your point of interest, which you can find now. Next, you're going to go to the same Y section, except you're going to take a right, follow it along, go down the hill, and you'll end up here just before the third obelisk, this one being granite steps. Go to the right hand side of the stairs, instead of going up them and hiding behind the pillar, you will find the Freed Mind collectible. Next up, you're going to go up the steps that we told you to go to the right of last time, come out that door that showed you, walk all the way to the stairs that are broken, roll down them. On your left hand side will be the two duelists, just past them before going through the arch on the left will be your collectible. So the guide we're using now is the archway that you would have had the last memorial we showed you there. You're going to go through that, take the left hand side path, follow all the way along, and before going up the last set of stairs on the left, go to your right, and on the edge will be your collectible. Next up we're going to use the Lost Path obelisk as our guide, and you're going to follow this around all the way until you're about to go into the Nexus boss fight, but before going up the steps you're going to look to your left, and hiding just behind the bush you'll find the Forlorn collectible. The next collectible we're going to be going for, we'll use the Forlorn that we just picked up as our guide. So you're going to go into the Nexus boss fight arena, go straight to the opposite side until you can see the Nexus itself, and on the right hand side of it will be a flashing point of interest, which you can see here, and that'll be your collectible. Next we're going to use the point of interest we just got, not the Forlorn. We're going to go to the right of it, follow the path until you reach the steps I'm on now, follow them to the top, and then double back round, taking the right set, and at the edge of the platform will be your memorial. Next we're going to use the memorial we had as our guide. You're going to follow the path normally to the left rather than going to the right for the memorial. Come up a few sets of stairs and start running towards the door into the Ashborne Caverns. On the left before going in will be your collectible. Once you're inside the caverns, the door there I showed you, you're going to follow it straight. There's no real deviation here. until you reach the middle room with the portal on the left that you can see, and just on the right hand side in the middle of the room will be your memorial. So once you collect that memorial, you're going to go further ahead, take the right path, follow up that hill that I showed you there, go inside here, up the steps, and through the hole in the wall in front of you, and on the left hand side will be your collectible. This will be the last one. So hopefully this helped. Remember to like and share with a friend, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.